Vice President Mike Pence and Second Lady Karen Pence are waking up in Billings this morning. They arrived at Billings Logan International Airport just before noon yesterday. Accompanied by Senator Steve Daines and Representative Greg Gianforte, they were met with applause. They took several minutes to meet, greet, and shake hands with supporters standing on the tarmac. Their day ended with a fundraiser at Lone Wolf Energy for Senator Daines. Wednesday's travels across the Magic City caused some major traffic delays with street closures, making way for the motorcade. And you can expect more delays along North 27th Street leading up to the airport between 8 and 9 this morning. That's when they'll get back on Air Force 2 and depart for Yellowstone National Park. There, they'll tour the park with Secretary of Interior David Bernhardt. Their focus, rebuilding national park infrastructure. The draw to Billings was a serious conversation as the vice president visited Riverstone Health to hear firsthand about the drug crisis in rural America. Q2's Samantha Sullivan was there and has more on what the vice president had to say to Montanans.
If you're involved in selling drugs to people here in Montana, we are going to find you and we are going to stop you.
Vice President Mike Pence coming to Montana to meet with local law enforcement and healthcare professionals to hear the struggles of the methamphetamine problem firsthand. Meth runs these streets. Crimes are increasing and law enforcement is struggling to keep up. The drug is cheap, easy to get, and more potent than ever before.
The meth that we see here in Montana is different meth than it was several years ago. The homegrown meth at 25% purity that we used to see in Montana has been replaced with Mexican cartel meth with purities north of 95%.
But it's not just the criminal side of the drug. Meth is tearing Montana families apart.
While law enforcement is essential, I want you to know we understand that we can't arrest our way out of this problem. We've got to provide remedies and opportunities for rehabilitation.
The vice president meeting with women at Willow Way, a rehabilitation center where women struggling with addiction can get the help they need while still caring for their children.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Just got to the last phase and I have a light at the end of the tunnel. I have hope and courage again, and I now know how to be an amazing mom to my son. So I'm doing really good. This program has helped me a lot.
These women were just part of the inspiration behind a bill that Senator Steve Daines pushed for in Congress, allowing more communities to develop a similar style of rehabilitation and care so women can stay with their children throughout treatment and improve the outcomes for their families.
If you are caught up in drug abuse and addiction, in the grip of addiction here in Montana, there is help. The people of this state and this nation want to put their arms around you and help you restart your life free of drug addiction.
In Billings, Samantha Sullivan, MTN News.
And on his way to Riverstone Health, Pence was met with some opposition. Planned Parenthood advocates of Montana were protesting in a motion to help protect the Title X program, which helps low-income people access birth control, cancer screenings, and other reproductive health care. It also states healthcare providers cannot withhold information about pregnancy options, including abortion. A gag rule proposal from President Trump's administration would have stripped funding from Planned Parenthood and restricted any health clinics that receive any Title X funding from referring patients to abortion providers. However, a district court judge issued a nationwide injunction back in April, and that gag rule has not been able to take effect. Well, during her time in Billings Wednesday, Mrs. Pence took time to visit with military spouses at the Armed Forces Reserve Center. Q2's David J. was there.
We appreciate your commitment to our families and to the loved ones that we know and ours that are serving. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Pence.
Jody Quinn, the wife of Montana Adjutant General Major General Matthew Quinn, introduces Karen Pence.
The strength of our nation does not just come from the people in uniform. The spouses and families who serve right alongside make tremendous sacrifices to the greater benefit of our country.
She has her own family connection to the military and talked about her son serving in the U.S. Marine Corps.
Michael received his Wings of Gold in Meridian, Mississippi in September, and it was such an honor for us to go and see his wife pin on his wings.
Mrs. Pence is over there taking pictures with the military spouses.
And throughout her speech, she was talking about how much she appreciates the military families.
So I just want you to know that we are so proud of each and every one of you. You military spouses are the home front heroes. You really are. You're the ones that keep our military strong. You are what we like to call the backbone of the military.
She says when military people move, it makes it a challenge for the spouse to find a job.
Military spouse employment is a very important aspect of a strong and resilient military family. And on behalf of so many other Americans all over the United States, thank you for your service. God bless you and God bless America.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Karen Pence says there are programs to find military spouses jobs in the federal government, and nearly 400 private companies have found work for about 130,000 military spouses. In other news, it comes decades too late for some, but Navy veterans exposed to Agent Orange during the Vietnam War are finally getting some help. The Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act of 2019 passed the Senate Wednesday and is now headed to the president's desk. That act changes the current law to guarantee that veterans who served off the shores of Vietnam can get access to health care and benefits. Currently, those benefits only apply to those who served inside the country. Both Montana senators played a part in passing the act. The Missing Indigenous Persons Task Force entered its second day of training this week, learning from law enforcement. Wednesday's meeting focused on the difference between a missing or abducted person versus an adult runaway. Experts say sex traffickers usually establish a romantic relationship with their victims before abducting or trafficking them.
You can't help but be affected by hearing what happened to them and all of the things that they've gone through. And so, again, my hope, and I think probably for the task force itself, is so that we don't have to have those stories like that out there anymore.
Experts say the typical age for young adults to be abducted and or trafficked is between the ages of 12 to 15. Malstrom Air Force Base is no longer being considered as a temporary shelter for unaccompanied migrant children. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says Malstrom is, quote, no longer available for use. Back in May, the Great Falls Air Force Base had been considered to house 1,400 unaccompanied migrant children as a temporary emergency evacuation shelter. Those children will now be housed at Fort Sill in Oklahoma, a former Japanese internment camp during World War II. For 47 years, the Billings Symphony has been bringing music to the community in the form of a free summer concert at Symphony in the Park.
We are delighted to announce we have our Symphony in the Park event on the 23rd of June, which is Sunday, starting at 4 p.m. at Pioneer Park from 4 to 7 p.m. And this is a great event.
This year's event will feature several guest artists, such as the Soul Funk Collective. A new feature offered for this year's event is a text line for all things Symphony, including show updates, the evening's program, and where to donate. That line is 406-200-8621. And of course, there will also be food trucks on site, as well as the popular instrument petting zoo and kid conductor contest.
Music really brings joy and hope and growth to our community. So it's just a great event.
Reserved and shaded seating is available and can be purchased prior to the event or the evening of on a cash-only basis. For more information, you can call the Symphony box office or visit billingssymphony.org. And again, Symphony in the Park is at Pioneer Park on Sunday, June 23rd from 4 to 7 p.m.